Hi guys, welcome to another installment of Work with EBA Tutor. Last time when I left off, I was taking you guys through installing an ASM instance. And what I did last time is I created a P file where basically I was tricking ASM into basically believing that I had I had yes I had a basically Valdez when basically they were just regular files that I created through the ASM tool. This time what I did is actually I just went ahead and you know what, I am going to just so from where I left off last time, the way to go about resolving or basically completing the creating ASM disk is to basically go into your for Windows 8, basically you just right click the start menu and you go to disk management. So what I did is I created I had some space available on my drives, and I believe this is a it might be a D drive. It might be a D drive. So, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a D drive. So what I did is I created raw disk for ASM. So and these two disks are part of a disk group right now. So the way to go about doing that is you just you right click. Let's say I have space in the C drive. I can't shrink that. Let's say I have this on here. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Let me do this. Shrink volume. I want to shrink it to about, let's say, 45. And then okay, yes, I want to shrink it. So that means that I have 29 that are audio raw disk, and this one is unallocated. So what I do is I create a new sample raw disk, and I'm going to apply basically the entire size, and then go to do not assign a drive later, and then on here do not format this volume next, and then finish. And then so this is going to become a raw. This is going to be a raw disk. And then what you do is I had ASM. I had command prompt open. So there you go. And then what you do is because I already have my ASM instance up and running, and I'm gonna show you guys at the end what it looks like. But first, I need to just get you to see how to set up the ASM disk group. So what you do is once you install the ASM software, the grid infrastructure software, you type in ASMCF. Let me make sure. It's actually a big mistake I made the first time around. So what I forgot to explain from the very beginning is that with Oracle 11G, since I have the Oracle 11G software, what I have to do is I have to create I have to install the grid infrastructure software. Where basically so what Oracle did is they take away the ability for you to create an ASM instance from as you're creating your database to the database creation process, and basically they'd rather have you to install the infrastructure software, but what basically it's gonna include the ASM software, and that's gonna help you not only in real application management, but also in management for your for your just the standalone servers that you have. So what I did is I went onto the Oracle website, and I went to the Oracle website. Let me see if I can get this. There you go. I went to the Oracle website and I downloaded the Oracle. I downloaded the Oracle Grid Infrastructure software, and I pasted in my downloads. Like I extracted from the downloads. See, from the downloads, which is place directory where I have my grid where it was installed. I just extracted it with the extract all to I extracted it to this directory on my D drive, and then what I did is I just went to setup. And so basically, so what I was showing you guys before is what I was doing was I was doing everything manually. So let's say if I wanted to, let me do this. What I'm gonna do is I am going to, so on this page, once you go to see all, again, I'm working on 64-bit Windows. You're gonna find the grid package in here. My Windows being open. Okay. So yes, I want to continue. And then, so once you're done, again, what I did is I installed a grid infrastructure software only. This is going to be what you're going to see at the end, step 7 of 7, step 1 of 8. Basically, you're going to have this, it's going to tell you to run this command when you're done. So what you do is you control C this command, you go into your window, paste, and then you run this command, and when you do that, basically it's gonna basically set your environment up for a standalone server. So I'm gonna close this out. Yes, exit. Minimize this, and then so this is gonna be the where you're gonna get stuck. I was stuck here when I did this. So what you do is after you create your ASM, like first of all, once I created my software, I ran that command, the command that I just showed you guys on here. Where I was stuck is I had to basically create an ASM instance. So the command that I use is ODM new ASM SID plus ASM. Again, this is, if you guys remember again, this is the ASM instance that you're creating, so it's going to be different from the usual ODM new SID, and then you put in the SID name. So this one is completely different. It's going to be ODM new ASM ID plus ASM. That's the name of my ASM instance. says PWD, and then the password gonna be ASM. So once I did that, I set my service was created, my ASM service was created. Should be on here. There you go, ASM service. There you go. Plus ASM, and then what I did is after I created ASM instance, my ASM instance, I went to SQL Plus. No, yeah, I went to SQL Plus assisted there, and then I tried to open up a P file that I already had, which was a big mistake. Basically, this is the error that I kept receiving. When I went to connect to cluster synchronization service, this is a very common error in terms of setting up your ASM instance. So what I did is I just went back to my host. I see the command is the utility CRSCTL to check the resource that this error just referred to, which is CSS for short. I looked into that, and what I found out is basically that CSS was not running. This is the error that I received. So when I check CSS communication daemon, communication failure contacting the CSS daemon. So it tells me, so this is a very important resource, the OR that CSSD. Without resource, you cannot get your ASM instance up and running. So what I did is I issued the command crctl start res, so short for resource, or that's CSSD dash init. Basically, and that's the way to start up your order CSSD resource. And then once you start it up, you have to invoke the ASMCA utility. So I'm gonna invoke it one more time, because now I have a I created, as you guys saw, I created a new disk. I already had two, and I think that one was already part of this group one. So I'm gonna see if I can put the newer raw disk into a new disk. So I'm gonna go to create. Currently I do not have. So you know what I'm gonna do is it's already mounted. So okay. So typically what you do is you go to create. You can create as I just did, and then remember that you already have these are the disks that you already have. So basically what I'm do is I'm going to just yeah, these are the disks that you have on your these are the raw disks that you have. It's very important to me to state that these are raw disks, and ASM only recognizes raw disks. So basically when you get to this page, it's gonna have a list of those raw disks. Yeah, you select all the raw disks. You select external. Again, in terms of redundancy, basically, again, short and simple. The normal redundancy is when you have two failure groups, and high redundancy is when you have three failure groups. So I do not have any failure groups, so this is the one that I chose. You know what? Cancel. So actually, you know what? Let me do this. I'm going to dismount all. Okay. And then create. Oh, I can't do it. Okay, as you guys can see, you can dismount amount. Give me 1 second. Whew. Okay, SMC is taking way too long. But basically, that's how you ensure that's how you create your ASM instance. You just if you follow the steps that I just showed you guys, that's and you're gonna have yourself a an ASM instance up and running. And also, as far as what I showed you guys earlier with trying to trick the ASM instance, basically that's actually more valid for I think version 10G. For version 11G, basically ASM is actually going to require for you to have actual raw disk. Yeah, have actual raw disk for you to be able to configure your ASM instance. So your ASM instance is up and running. I'm logged in, and then I'm gonna show later. I'm gonna post another video on just some of the commands to check the ASM instance. What the disk groups are, what the sizes are, what are your ASM disks. And thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.